had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like they on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money? I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the mirror in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Tesla drive itself, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's a lot on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money? I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shit. Go 14.
On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. This is Homer. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
no gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
Brings up third down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 13. Tighten up. Switch. Check.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 26-yard line.
Check 9. 65. He's checking. Crash. Joker.
And that'll set him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me. Right here. White. Mike 51. Push him back.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Garoppolo's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 12. I'm trying to collect. Hey, Mike 51. Hey, check. 1, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
11. Drop deep. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 12. Check your heart rate. Shoot. Kill. Check 37.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Here we go. 54 Mike. Ready? Check. 12, fellas. Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
13 on the play. It's 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Going on the ground with Homer. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Jim, 11. Check 26, check 26. Quick the edge.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
Watch out.
1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Check three. Check. Fresno. Hey, check 20. Lock.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 13. Check.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 40 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taylor now returning it. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
You don't want no problems with me. One, Omaha. Check 99. Check 99. Switch. Say. 2.
On 2nd down, Mostert looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. 180. I'm scared. Rush in. Hey, 21. Check safety. Watch the safety. White. Slam. Kill. Turn up.
Now Mostert. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
5 at the Seahawks 44-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80. 2. Mike 54. 6. Sponge. No. Check 43. Slam.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No gain on this, Steve. 11. Kill.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
13. Watch the twist. Check. Alert 3. Hey, gun. No. Off. Check.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mike, 54. Check the outs. Watch that. Back. 11.
with Coleman on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a party now. It's a party now. You go tight. You got tight. 65. Switch. 6 guys.
Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Shoot. Hey. I got you. Watch safety creeping.
Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
It's our time. Hey, alert. SOS.
On first down, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
All day, defense, all day. Showing up. Hey, gun. Wide, get wide. Shift. Check 9.
On second down, it's Coleman. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
He's checking. Crash. 12. Check. Alert flare.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I got you. Check. I got you. Check. 12, fellas. Here we go. Out. He's coming. 21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 8 brings up.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Kill. Check 37. Check. He's coming. We got double up. Kill. Hey, gun. Kill. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
It's Coleman here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run this with Homer. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
He's checking crap. All go special. All go special. Shit, watch the shit. Watch, hey. 49, check 49.
Again, it's Homer. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Hey, 0. 54, right there.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
Watch this. Bang out. Bam. Whip. Watch it.
Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Of the ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 14. Get that quarterback.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. 31 Omaha. Bang, 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 bang. Big X, big X, big X.
They will run again with Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 30.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 21. Watch the slit. Watch the slit.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone. Stop the sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone. Stop the sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team, maybe the camp, maybe the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
Slip on, spin move, in zone. Stop the sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Slip on, spin move, in zone. Stop the sideline, touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Pull up a thing.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Two. Hey, turn it up. Slam. I got this. Check three. Mike.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this one to use check. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Use check. That's a gain of 6.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 56 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
This is Homer. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes it's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson going for Metcalf up. This is caught at the 20.
Making it happy,
and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 21. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Alert 3. Alert 3. No. Off.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out. Six. For you. Back.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Tight dog.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
I'm coming after you. Mike 5-4. 13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
13. Check 15. Shoot. Hey. 11.
They go jet sweep. This is Taylor. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Tighten up. Switch. 21. Crunch. Showing it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Now they go screen, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, 49ers 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Garoppolo able to get this complete to Ayuk. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that actually costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Let's go, D. 65. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And Kittle catching the slant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Garoppolo again, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. One left. Mike 20.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Trent Taylor. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, that's trash.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Out. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 12.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
12, fellas, here we go. Check. He's coming. 21. We got double up. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Here we go. Flag! 180! 51 the mic, boy. 51. Watch twist.
Snap comes in 1. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
55. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the shot. Lock. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the edge. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Here's Mostert. Toss left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Get the ball. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
Check 52. Shift.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 180. Flag. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go. One, Omaha. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Coleman now. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
21. Check. Fresno. Hey, check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. I'm here all day. 30. White.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Okay, just like that.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. 21. Here we go. 54.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo finding Ayuk, middle of the field. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. And the 49ers have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Niners 21, Seahawks 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Touch 50.
They run again with Carson. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Wilson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80! White. Come on. Under 10. 10. Check 90. Nick. Switch.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Blue Dan. Blue Dan.
Garoppolo to throw. And now off
right
to
down
the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Niners 28. Seahawks 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Strip the ball. Hey, strip that ball. Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it and find the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D Ford in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Niners 28. Seahawks 21.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
33-yard line.
Garoppolo's going to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
6-yard line.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Seahawks.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
party going up. A champ.